Hello everyone, welcome to the demo video of Marg Books. And in this video we will see how you can manage your pharmacy business in the Marg Books. And before starting the demo, firstly we would like to tell you about Marg Books. Marg Books is a cloud-based inventory and accounting software which you can access from anywhere, like you can access Facebook, Gmail from anywhere. You will simply visit margbooks.com and create your account, and then you can access all your financial data from anywhere, from any device like laptop, desktop, tablet, mobile. Either you are at your home or on any vacation, and if there is an internet connectivity. Marg Books not only allows you to do billing but also manages your inventory, and along with this you can also do accounting and GST filing in Marg Books, and this is the beauty of Marg Books. So now let us come and start the demo of pharmacy in Marg Books. In order to go to Marg Books dashboard, first you need to sign up and log into Marg Books, and then you will create the company. And how you can do it? For this, we have provided you with the video links in the description box. You can easily log into Marg Books by following the process and steps shown in those videos. Dashboard. When you log into Marg Books, you will see a screen like this, which is called Dashboard. From here, you can see how your company is performing or is at which stage. Here you can see your total sales, total purchase, total income, total expenses. You can see the chart of the sales and purchase transactions. Similarly, cash flow is shown to you here. Then, as you will come down or below by pressing the page down key, you can analyze the fund summary, outstanding, business, new added stock, pending bills here. After this, on the left hand side, you will see the menu bar like master, sale, purchase, accounting transaction, stock management, banking, reports, CRM, utilities and tools. After this, from the top left side, you can see the helpline number and missed call number on which you can call and take help related to the Marg Books. Then you can upload your company's logo here. You can see the company's name and its financial year here. After this, you can switch to another company by clicking on the switch tab from here. And by clicking on logout, you can exit from Marg Books. Then, if you have any query or you need any kind of technical support, you can click on the support ticket from here and can raise your query. Let's see how you can do it. So as you will click on the support ticket, then this create ticket window will open, in which from the drop down of problem type, you will select the issue which you are facing. Like if there is an error in the report, or there is an issue in filling the GST return, or facing some issue in the bill calculation, or facing any problem while designing the invoice, etc. Or if your issue is not shown here in the problem type, then you will select other in problem type. Then whatever problem you have selected in the problem type field, on the basis of that you will mention the issue in the description box and then click on save. So in this way, the raised ticket will be shown to you, and at the same time, the status will also be shown. Just like here it is showing pending for this raised ticket. As soon as the work gets started on the ticket or the issue gets resolved, then the status of your ticket will also change according to that stage. And if you want, then by clicking on the created ticket, you can chat with our technical expert related to your issue. In this way, with the help of the support ticket option in the Marg Books, you can raise the ticket related to your query and take support. Now we will come back to dashboard. After it, next is Pharma Free Drug Helpline. With the help of Pharma Free Drug Helpline, you can see the complete information of 6 lakh medicines, for which you will simply click on this Pharma Free Drug Helpline icon. Then, this kind of window will open. In the Find item, you will mention that item name of which the information you want to see. Let's say Crocine. So you will see that different items from the name of Crocine are displayed along with their complete details. Like, what is the strength of the particular item? 100 mg, 500 mg, etc. What is the item type? Is it a tablet or drop or syrup? Similarly, packing, MRP, company name, HSN code, how much GST % has been charged, all these will be shown to you. With this, you can easily search the substitute item of any item. For example, if any of your supplier or customer visits you to take Crocin tablet from you, but you do not have enough stock of Crocin available in your stock as per your party's requirement, or that item is not only available, then in that case you can search the substitute, that is alternative tablet for that particular tablet, so that whatever tablet or tablets of the same salt are available, that will be shown to you, which you can sell to your parties and can increase your sales and can also maintain a better customer relationship. So as we will click on the substitute button given next to the Crocin tablet, you will see that alternative tablets of Crocin are being displayed along with its information. These are those alternative items in which the same salt is available as the Crocin tablet, which fulfills the requirement which the Crocin tablet does. Along with this, you can also see the complete list of all the suppliers dealing in Crocin at the right side below. You can click on any supplier to see their details and can also see which supplier deals in which all companies. In this way, you can see the complete information of 6 lakh medicines in Marg Books. You can search their substitutes and can increase your sales more. After this, next is settings. By clicking on the settings icon, you can do the settings of the dashboard as per your requirement. Means you can customize the dashboard accordingly. Like from access and privileges, if you will click on the configure tab, you can set users wise powers. From the control room, you can configure your software accordingly. Like you can set inventory features, taxation, email settings from here. With change language, you can change the language as per your requirement. And by clicking on this question mark icon, you can also view its help file. By clicking on the shortcut icon, you can see the keyboard shortcuts and you can also see the shortcut keys from the right side of the dashboard. And by clicking on the history icon, you can see the history of your work on which all pages you have visited. Ledger creation. Basically, ledgers are there to maintain the records of any kind of transactions like sale, purchase, cash receipts, etc. So now let's come and see the process of creating a new ledger in Marg Books. For which, from the left hand side, you will go to Master and then from here go to Accounts Master and then click on Ledger. And to create a new ledger, you will click on the Create tab from here. Then this window of Create Ledger will open with some fields, in which the fields in front of which asterisk sign is shown to you, those fields are mandatory to be filled. So now let's come and fill the given fields one by one. In which, in the ledger name field, you will mention the name of your supplier for whom you will be creating the ledger. And by pressing enter, you will switch to the account group field. Now you will press spacebar key in the account group field and from the drop down of the account group, select the account group under which you want to create the ledger. Suppose we are creating the ledger for our supplier, so we will select sundry creditors from the drop down of the account group. And apart from it, if you want, then you can click on the create new button here and create a new group also. Then is the station. Here, by pressing the spacebar key, you will select the station from which your supplier belongs. And if the station is not created, then by clicking on create new button, you will create the station as per the requirement. For example, your supplier is from Rohini. So you will mention Rohini in the station field and click on the save button. Then is mail to. Here, by default, that name will be picked which you have mentioned in the ledger name field. And when you will print the invoice, the name which is displayed on the top of the bill, then that same name will appear or get displayed which you have mentioned in the mail to field. So if you want, then you can change it accordingly. Then is address. Here you can mention the address of your supplier. Then there is a country which is set as India by default. If you belong from out of India, then from the drop down of country, you can select the country as per the requirement. Similarly, you will fill the state, city and area pin code fields. Next, we will come to balancing method. you will see that two options are shown to you in the drop down of this balancing method. That is bill by bill and on account, which is by default set as bill by bill. Here, bill by bill means the outstanding which will be created of the party that will be bill by bill. Means if you will select bill by bill, then when you will receive the payment from this supplier, then against which bill the payment has been received. That window will get displayed there and it will also maintain the outstanding bill by bill. And in the case of on account, it does not maintain the outstanding of the party, and whenever you will receive the payment from the party, then it will not display that against which bill you have received the payment. So in order to know how much amount is required to be taken from that party, you have to view it by going in the ledger of that party only. So for now, we leave the balancing method field as it is, meant as bill by bill. Then there are contact numbers. From here you will mention your supplier's contact number, such as office number, mobile number, and if there is any WhatsApp number, then you will mention that. And if you will mention the WhatsApp number of your supplier while creating the ledger, so whenever you will generate the bill for your supplier, you can WhatsApp that bill directly to your supplier from the billing window only. Apart from this, if you want to add more numbers, then you will click on this plus sign given here and can add more contact numbers. Now, let's come next to GST or tax details, in which from the drop down of ledger type, you will select the ledger type of your supplier, that is unregistered, and whatever ledger type you will select, you will fill the GST and tax fields related to that ledger type according to the details provided by your supplier. Then next we will come to license info. Here you will mention the drug license number of your supplier and its expiry date. Then is contact info. Here if you want, then you can mention the personal details of your supplier such as name, designation, website and email ID. Then is bank details. If you want, then you can add the bank details of your supplier here. So after filling all the necessary details, you will click on the save button given here to save the details. In this way, you can create ledger in the Marg Books. Group. Basically, account groups are used to create, modify and delete new account groups. Account group represents the group like expenses, bank details, cash details, etc. Also, the account group along with its subgroup displays their total number of account groups which are already predefined in the Marg Books. So in order to create an account group in Marg Books, you will go to the master menu, then to accounts master and then enter on group. So this window of the account group list will open, in which predefined groups will be shown to you. So now let's come and understand these account groups. Like when we create the ledger of our customer by their name, then we will create that customer's ledger under sundry debtor group. Means that whenever we have to create the account group for our customer, then we will create them under sundry debtors group. Similarly, if you have to create a group for any of your field staff, then we will create it under the sundry debtors, field staff, group, etc. So now to create a new group, click on the create tab given here, in which under the group name field, you will mention that name of which you want to create the group. So for now, we want to create a subgroup of IndusInd Bank under the bank account group. So we will mention the bank name in the group name, that is IndusInd or whatever you want to do. And from the drop down of the under group, you will select bank accounts. Then you will click on the save tab to save the created account group. In this way, you can create account group in Marg Books as per your requirement. And if you want to modify or delete any group, so by clicking on the edit icon next to the account group you have created, you can modify that selected account group and you can also delete it by clicking on the delete icon. Item creation. Through this, you can easily manage your inventory in Marg Books. To create an item, you will go to Master, then to Inventory Master and then click on Item Master. In this way, a window of the item list will open. Here, the item description, its packing, company, stock, unit, sales rate will be shown to you. Now to create an item, you will click on the Create button given here. So we can see that in this way, a screen of Create Item will open. Here you have to fill the fields in front of which an asterisk sign is displayed. Now first of all, the product which you want to create, that name you will mention in the product name field. Then we will select the item which you are creating is goods or service. Then next is packing. Here you will mention the packing of the item, like if the item is in strip, then how many tablets are there in one strip. Like there are 10 tablets in a strip or 15 tablets in a strip. Similarly, if it is in the box, then you will mention how many items are there in the box. So as we will mention here 1 into 10, that is there are 10 tablets in a strip. Next is unit first. You will mention here whether the item is tablet, injection, capsule or syrup, etc. So the item in our example is a tablet. So in unit first field, we will press the spacebar key. By default, you will get some units here which you can select. Then in unit 2, you can select whether the tablet is in the strip or in the box. Then you will select the option accordingly. Conversion. Here you will mention how many tablets are there in one strip. Then we will come to HSN SAC field. From here, you will select the HSN code for this item. Then next is tax category. Means the item which you are creating comes under which tax category. So we will select that tax category. Then now, next is the company. Means you will select that company or agency from which that item belongs. We will come to the MRP field. Here we will mention the MRP of an item. Then mention the purchase rate, cost and sale rate. Then you will select narcotics, schedule H, schedule H1 according to the item. Next is storage type. From here you can categorize the medicines on the basis of their temperature. For example, as for now, in the storage type drop down, 4 options are given to you. That is normal, costly, 8 degree storage and 24 degree storage. Like there are some medicines which are very costly. So while creating those items in the storage type, you will select costly, which will be costly. Suppose you have to manage your costly medicines separately. Sometimes you have to see the report, which are the medicines which are very costly and have not been sold for a very long time. So with this, you will be able to generate a separate report of costly medicines and manage the stock of your costly medicines. And storage items such as 8 degrees, 24 degrees, 4 degrees, etc. are those items that are mandatory to be stored in the freezer. For example, anti-cancer injections are mandatory to be stored under maximum 8 degree temperature. Similarly, which medicine is of which temperature, you can select its storage type accordingly. Otherwise, those medicines and injections get spoiled. So in this way, you can differentiate the medicines, that which medicines are normal, which you can store anywhere in any rack and keep it for a long time, and which items are required to be stored in the freezer and at which degree. Similarly, you can also manage the costly items accordingly. With this, all your medicines will be managed at the time of billing, and your time will also be saved. You will know that if there are 8 degree items, then they are kept in the freezer. If they are costly, then they are kept here in this rack, and so on. And if you want, then you can also print which item type is of which storage at the time of billing. Then is status. From here you can set the product to continue or discontinue. Like suppose if an item has been banned by the government and that product is available in your stock, but you don't have to do the billing for this product, then in that case you will set it as discontinue. Next is color type. In this, you can color-wise differentiate an item. For example, if there is an item which you do not want to sell for now, or you want to sell that item in the festive or particular season, so you can select the color for that item from here. Then that item will be highlighted separately in the item list. Similarly, if the item has non-veg ingredients, then you will select red here. If the item has veg ingredients, then you will select green. Then you will select the TB item from here. After this, in order to save the item, you will simply click on the Save tab from here. HSN or SAC. HSN is an internationally accepted method to classify and identify the goods, and SAC means Service Accounting Code, is a unique code which is provided for measurement and taxation of services. The use of HSN code is done for the arrangement of service tax, means to classify the goods required to be sold under the system and the tax which is applicable on them. It is done to fix, that is to confirm them, and these codes can be of any digit such as 2, 4, 6, 8, etc. Let us now come and see the process of how to create HSN SAC code in Marg Books. So to create HSN SAC master in Marg Books, we will go to the master menu, then to inventory master, and from there click on the HSN SAC option. And to create a new HSN SAC code, we will click on the create tab from here. Then this window of create HSN SAC code will open, in which in the HSN SAC code field, you will mention the code as per your requirement. Next field is of HSN SAC name. In this field, if you want the item for which you are creating the HSN code, its short name or what percentage is being charged on that item, or whatever you want to mention for your knowledge. You can mention that as a short name here, and if you want, you can also skip this field. Then we will click on the Save tab given here and save the details. In this way, you can create single and multiple HSN SAC codes in Marg Books. And you can also modify and delete any HSN code as per your requirement. Unit creation. Let us come and learn to create unit in Marg Books. For this, you will go to Masters, then to Inventory Master, and then click on Unit. Here, the unit list will be shown to you where you can see many units have been already created. Now, like you purchase medicine, then you purchase it in numbers, so that numbers are units here. Similarly, you buy a bottle of syrup, so that bottle is unit here. So in this way, whatever items you purchase and in whichever unit they are being measured, like pieces, milliliters, milligrams, etc. They are called as units. But the unit you want to create is not in the unit list. Then you will click on the Create tab. Then mention the unit name like numbers. Then UQC means you will select Unique Quantity Code. That is, you will select the short name of the unit in which you are measuring the item. Like if the unit is in numbers, then its UQC will be NOS. Now let's save it. And now you will see that the unit is shown here in the list. If you want, then you can click on the edit icon and modify it. Also, if you want, then you can also delete it. Patient Master. You can create patients in Marg Books with the complete details like name, phone number, address, etc. Let us come and see how, for which we will go to the Master menu, then to Other Master, and then click on the Patient option from here. Then click on the Create tab here, and it is mandatory to fill those fields in front of which an asterisk sign will be shown. So now, you will fill the fields given on the Create Patient window like patient details and contact details as per the requirement. After filling the details, you will click on the Save button here, and in this way, you will create the patient. Doctor Master. You can create doctor with complete details like doctor name, registration number, hospital name, etc. in Marg Books. And at the time of billing, you can easily select the prescribed doctor for your customer in a single click. For which you will go to the Master menu, then to Other Master, and then click on Doctor option. So this window of doctor list will open. To create a doctor, you will click on the Create button here. Then this window of Create Doctor window will open with the doctor details and contact details. You will fill the given fields as per the requirement, like doctor mobile number, name, registration number, hospital name, doctor specialization, contact details, etc. After filling the details, you will save the details by clicking on the Save button given here. Prescription Master and Prescription Reminder. Prescription Management. A prescription is basically a document type that is given to a patient through a doctor, in which the patient details are there, like their medicines, doses, date of admission and discharge, etc. along with the doctor details. And its benefit is that you can easily maintain the data of your regular patient who is taking treatment for any disease. And then, if the customer comes without the doctor's prescription, then you can load it through the created prescription. And if the medicine has changed in it, then you can modify and update it as required. So now let's come and see its process. For this, you will go to the Master's menu, then to Other Master, and then click on Prescription. Here the prescription list will be shown to you simply by clicking on the Create tab here. You will create the prescription according to the prescription given by your customer, in which first is the prescription number. It will be auto-filled. Then we will select the prescription date. Then we will mention the number of days here for which the prescription is being created. Suppose we will mention 10. Then, under the patient details in the search field, we will press the spacebar key. Then the patient list will open. From here, we will select the patient, and if the patient is not being created, then from here only, we will click on the Create tab and will create the patient. And as soon as you will select the patient and press Enter, the details of the patient like code, name, address, contact number will get autofilled. After this, under doctor details, in the search field, we will press the spacebar key and select the doctor from here. And if suppose the doctor has not been created yet, then you will click on the Create tab from here and will create the doctor. And as soon as you will select the doctor, the details of the selected doctor will get autofilled. After this, as soon as you will go to item description, you will see that the prescription days will be autofilled. Now select an item. Now as this is a tablet, so we will mention here that how many doses of this tablet should be taken in a day. Like if you mention 2, then the quantity will get auto-calculated on the basis of dose. But if you want, you can also change the quantity as per the customer's requirement. For example, if this tablet is to be taken only for 5 days, then you can change its quantity accordingly. Then we will select the unit. Days means that items should get multiplied according to the days or not. You can set this according to the dose. Then the next item we have taken is syrup here, and this is to be taken 2 ml. After this, there are more options. From here you can mention the other details. Now let's save the prescription. Apart from this, you can also set reminders for your customers. For example, you have some customers who need to take medicines on a daily basis. So you can remind them via message or call before their medicines get finished. That sir or madam, the number of days for which you have taken the medicines is about to get finished. So please continue your medicines. With this, you will be able to build a strong customer relationship and will also be able to help your customers with the losses which can occur due to not getting medicines on time. And with this goodwill, your customers and sales will also get increased. So once you will generate your customer's prescription and sale bill, then from the left side of the dashboard, you will go to the CRM menu and click on the prescription reminder option. So here, the customer's prescription will be shown to you according to the days that the medicine of which your customer is about to get finished. So you can send them a reminder via SMS or call and can deliver the medicines to them on time. Stock opening. Similarly, if you want to feed the opening balance of the stock, then you will go to the opening balance and then click on the stock option. We will select the store like the main store and we will press enter. So in this way, all the stock of the main store will be shown to you. Then we will select an item in which you have to mention the opening stock, then press enter. Then we will mention the batch here, and now you will mention here that how much is the opening balance of the strip of this item and how many tablets are there. After that, you will mention its MRP, purchase rate, sale rate and expiry here. And then click on save. So you will see that the opening stock is shown in the item here. Sale bill. Let us come and see the process of how to generate the sale bill in Marg Books. And in this video, we will see 2 ways to generate the sale bill. First is cash ledger and second is family ledger. Cash ledger. Now like in chemist shop, maximum bills are made in cash only, where the customer has paid the amount for the number of products purchased. and family ledger. The ledgers who are your permanent customers who purchase the medicines and medical products of their entire family from your store only. For example, you have a customer who purchases medical products of their complete family from your store, and whatever billing happens is done through the ledger of the head of the family. Now, how we can implement it? We will further discuss it in the video. Let us first see how you can generate sale invoice in cash. And while generating cash invoice, we will discuss further if an item is narcotics, then how can you add it to the bill? If you want to load the items of the previous bill in the current bill, then how we can do it? How to modify and delete the item? How to make sale bill in cash on the basis of days and amount, etc. So in order to generate the sale bill, we will go to the sale menu, and by clicking on the corresponding plus button given next to the sale option, you will come to the sale invoice window. Then in the party name field, we will take cash ledger. Then in the patient field, we will press the spacebar key and select the customer for whom the sale bill has been generated. If the customer has visited your store for the first time, then by clicking on the create tab, you will create the patient and select it. Similarly, you will select the doctor. Then in the product column, you will press enter. Then this window of select item will open. From here, you will select that item which you will be selling. As soon as you select the item, the batch window of the selected item will open. From here, you will select the batch of the item. In the quantity field, we will mention the count for the quantities that are being sold. In this way, you will add the item in the bill. Now, if you have to take more items in this bill, then by following the same process, you can add more items to the bill. Now, suppose the items that your customer is purchasing, out of which some of the items or medicines are narcotic. So in that case, as soon as you will select the narcotics item, a message will be shown to you on the screen in which it will be mentioned that this item is narcotic. And for this, prescription is required. You will click on yes to the confirmation window. After this, like we had just added items, so we will follow the same process and will add the narcotics medicines in the bill. Next is how you can modify and delete an item or product while generating the bill. So if you want to modify an item or product, then for that, with the up arrow key, you will bring the cursor to that item. And by pressing enter key, you will modify the selected item as per your requirement. In this way, if you want to delete an item from the bill, you will select that item and press delete key from the keyboard to delete that particular item. Apart from this, if you want, you can also save this bill as a prescription for future reference. Its benefit is that if this customer visits you to take the same medicines from you, then there is no need to load the item in the bill. You can load the saved prescription in the bill with a single click. And with this, we would also like to tell you that suppose you are generating the bill for your customer and the items that your customer has purchased from you last time. He wants to purchase those items again or want to purchase the items of the previous bill also. Then in that case, from the right side of the bill, you will click on the eye icon given next to that bill shown under previous bills, of which item or items of the last bill you want to add it in the current bill. Then you will select those items which are going to be sold and then simply click on load. So in this way, the selected item or items will be loaded in the bill. So now after loading the items and filling the rest of the details, now if you want to give any discount on the total bill, so you can mention that discount here in the bill discount percentage field. Otherwise, you can skip this field. After this, we will save the bill. Then this window of mode of payment will open, in which some default different payment modes will be given to you like cash account, Google Pay, Paytm and Phone Pay. You can take payment through any mode according to your customer's preference. And if you want, you can add more payment modes apart from these payment modes, and you can also create a new payment mode. Now we will select cash and click on save. So friends, in this way you can generate sale invoice in cash. As soon as the bill will be saved, then this print window will open, in which by clicking on the preview tab, you can see the preview of the bill. You can take a printout of the bill by clicking on the print button. And if you have mentioned their WhatsApp number in the ledger of your party, so by clicking on the WhatsApp tab, you can also directly WhatsApp this bill to your party. Along with this, we have given the provision to generate day-wise and amount-wise bill in Marg Books. For example, if a customer has come to take the medicine from you for 7 days and you have added that medicine in the bill. Now, your party does not have that amount currently which is being calculated, or they ask you to reduce the 7 days of medicines to 4 days or give medicine of a particular amount. Then for that, on billing window, you will press /key from the keyboard. Then this conversion window will open. Now if you want to decrease day-wise medicine and amount, so firstly, in prescription field 4 field, mention that number of days for which the customer has come to take the medicines. Suppose 7. And in convert into days, mention that number of days for which the customer want to purchase the medicines now. For example, 4. And then click on the save button. So you will see that the amount of the medicines has been decreased according to 4 days. Similarly, if you want to take amount-wise medicines, so in this case, in the required bill amount field, you will mention that much amount of which the customer wants to take the medicines. If you will save it, and then you can see that the medicines has been adjusted according to the mentioned amount. In this way, you can generate the sale bill in cash. Now let's come and see the second method, that is how we can create a sale invoice through family ledger method. Let us see its process. Let's take an example. For example, you have a customer, let's say Mr. Anil, who is your permanent customer and who purchased medicines of the whole family from your store. Suppose you have created the ledger of Mr. Anil in the software. So when you will create the ledger of their family, then from Other Master, you will come to Patient option and click on Create tab. In the mobile number field, you will mention the mobile number of the head or by whose name you are creating the patient. And in the name field, you will mention the name of that family member of whose you will be creating the ledger. And from the drop down of ledger, you will take the ledger of the head of the family, that is Mr. Anil, and will save the details. In this way, you will create the ledger of whosoever family member you want to create by following the same process. After this, we will come to sale bill. In the party name field, we will take the ledger of Mr. Anil, and in the patient name field, you will press the spacebar key. So you will see that the family members of Mr. Anil whose ledger you have created, only those members are appearing in the patient list. Now let's select a patient and their doctor, and by pressing enter, we will come to the product column. Now like in cash invoice, we have added items in the bill. Here also we will select the items in the bill by following the same process. And we will click on save. Then the mode of payment window will open. Here, whatever amount will be coming, we will do as 0. And we will save the bill. So whatever posting will be done in the account will be done in the ledger of Mr. Anil, head of the family. And the ledgers for the rest of the family members will be nil. And you can see A to Z bills that are being generated by coming to Mr. Anil's ledger, and you can also generate their report, etc. And if you need to modify or delete any bill, then from the invoices given in this GST invoice list, you can modify it by clicking on the edit icon given next to that invoice, and in the same way by clicking on the delete icon, you can also delete the bill. Counter sale. Basically, the use of the counter sale option is used in pharmacy, where billing is done in cash, and with the help of a counter sale option, you can fasten your regular billing. For example, suppose you have your medicine shop where there is a huge crowd of customers, and you want that you keep on entering the details of whatever transactions are done in the whole day, and their stock gets decreased hand to hand from the inventory, and there is no need to generate the bills again and again. So with the help of the counter sale option of Marg Books, you don't need to generate the bills again and again on every customer's visit. And whatever sales are done in the whole day, that stock will also decrease from your inventory hand to hand. Not only this, you can also convert your full day sales into a sale bill in just a single click, and so on. So now let us come and see the process of how counter sale works in Marg Books. So for this, you will go to sale, then click on the counter sale option. So here first field is customer. We will mention the serial wise number here. Press enter and then select that item which you are selling. Then by selecting the batch from the batch window, we will press enter and mention the quantity here. Then again press enter. The software will auto pick the MRP or rate. Then press enter. Again we will press enter. So you will switch to the next line. And you can see below the customer wise total amount of that customer along with how many items they have purchased, that will be shown to you. So you will take money from this customer according to the total amount which has been shown here. So in this way you will create the entries here on each customer visit and press enter and keep correcting the total amount. Then is convert to bill. It means that you want to convert all the transactions which are being done in the whole day into the bill. Then you will simply click on convert to bill. Then you mention that customer ID here which you want to convert into a bill and will save it. So you will be redirected to the sale bill. In the party name, you will choose a cash ledger. So you will see that the number of items have been loaded in the bill and now we will save it. Stock issue. If you want to give an estimate invoice to any of your customer, then you can create it from a stock issue. Purchase bill. Now let's come and see the process to generate the purchase bill in Marg Books. And in this video, we will tell you to generate purchase bill in two ways. First is manual and second is Marg to Marg with the help of collaborative commerce. So now let's come and see how we can generate manual purchase in Marg. For which we will go to purchase and then click on the corresponding plus button given next to the bill. Then we will click on the party name field and from the select party window, you will select the ledger of your party or supplier. After selecting the ledger of the party, you will mention invoice number here. And by pressing enter, you will go to the select item window. From here, you will come to that item and press enter for which the purchase bill is required to be generated. So here, top last deals will be shown to you through which you can compare that on which date you had purchased this item from suppliers and what deals did you get, etc. With which you will be able to easily compare whether you are getting these items cheap or at the same rate or costly. And according to that, you can coordinate with your supplier easily. Then you will mention the batch number and expiry date of an item. And in the quantity field, you will mention the quantity. And if you have got any scheme in the selected item, like 10 plus 1, 10 plus 2, etc. So you will mention that in the free column here as per your requirement. Otherwise, skip this field. Similarly, if you have got any discount on this item, then you can mention that discount in the discount field and press enter. And as soon as you will press enter, then this MRP detail window will open, in which batch purchase details, batch sale details of the selected item will be shown to you. And also sales margin percentage, purchase margin percentage details will be shown to you. In the sale and purchase margin, you can see how much percentage benefit you are getting on this item. And if you increase or decrease the sale rate, then according to that, you will see that your sales margin percentage is also getting reflected. Similarly, you can tally your purchase margin by adjusting the purchase margin percentage more or less as per your requirement. Now by pressing the escape key, we will come back. Now if you need to load more items in the bill, so you will add more items in the bill by following the same process. And if you need to modify or delete any item, then you can modify and delete it by following the same process as mentioned in the sale bill. After that, we will save the bill. In this way, you can generate purchase invoice manually in Marg Books. Now let us see how you will generate the purchase bill Marg to Marg. Do you manually create and upload your purchase invoices? Are you wasting your precious time on your daily transaction activities like creating bills? Are you not able to utilize this time properly in your business development related activities? So by looking at these problems, Marg Books thought that when the supplier is creating the bill, then the retailer should not have to put much effort. So for this, Marg Books has developed this beneficial option of collaborative commerce. By doing this, you can easily upload your invoices automatically and prevent the users of Marg from doing the entries manually due to which your chances of error will also get reduced, and you can utilize your time in the growth and productivity of your business. In collaborative commerce, on the basis of GST number, e-code, email ID or mobile number, you will be able to electronically interchange the transactions of all the inventory of the customer and their suppliers. Means the bills created through the supplier, then the retailer can import those bills using the collaborative commerce option. And its major benefits are that the retailers can download their bills through collaborative commerce, which reduces the manual work and it saves time. The bills are loaded automatically in a single click, due to which it eliminates the chances of mistakes. Let us come and see how. So, as soon as your supplier generates the bill and uploads it to the server, then from Marg Books, you will go to Purchase Bill and in Party Name field, you will select your supplier's ledger whose bill you will be importing. Then, in Import field, you will press F11 key. Then this window of import bill will open, in which in the import source field, by default, Marg to Marg will be selected. You can also import bills from other sources, but in this video, we will see the process of importing purchase bills, Marg to Marg. So now we will click on the Save button. Then this window of Select Bill to Import will open, in which on the left hand side that bill or bills will be displayed to you, which your supplier has uploaded on the server. You will simply select that bill from here which you want to import. Then on the right hand side, some fields will be shown to you in import mapping, like item search base and show unmatched. From here, we will map the items which are getting imported with the database items of our software, which is only a one-time process. All you need to do is to map the items that have been imported according to the items of your software. And this process is done because suppose there is an item crocine, which your supplier must have listed by the name of crocine tablet, and at the same time, you have listed that same item as crocine advanced tablet. So in this case, the items gets mismatched, which we have to follow this process and map it with the items of our system. So you will select from the item search base field that how you want to map the item, on the basis of item name or on the basis of code, or you can select as per your requirement. Like now we will select the item and press enter. Then from the drop down of Show Unmatched field, you will select that whether you want to map all the items of the bill that are being imported with the items of your software, or you just want to only map the unmatched item. So suppose we will select all here. After this, we will press enter. So whatever items will be there in the bill will get displayed in this way and will be shown to you in the imported items list. And the items which are already matched, they will be already shown in the mapped with item column. And the items that you have to match, you will select that item by bringing the cursor over that item and press enter. Then you will map that particular item with the name which you had created in your database with this item. If the selected item is not in your database and you have received it from the supplier for the first time, then in that case you can create that item in a single click, for which you will press F2 key on this imported item list window. Then click on the create button given on this alert message window. So the same item will automatically get created in your software. Now you will simply press the escape key and you will see that the unmatched item has automatically got mapped. And with this, you will save a lot of your time. So in this way you can map all the unmapped items. After this, you will now press F11 key and load the item in the bill. Now if you have to make any changes in the loaded items or in the bill, then you can do that and then you will simply save the bill. So friends, in this way you can generate manual and Marg to Marg purchase bill in Marg Books. And by selecting any bill, you can modify or delete it. Purchase challan. If the goods have come to you on challan, so for that, you will go to purchase and then to challan. And by clicking on corresponding plus button given next to challan, you will generate the purchase challan. And when you will generate the bill, then at the time, the software will ask you whether you want to load the items of challan or not. Purchase return. If you want to return some items or products to any of your supplier or company, then with the help of the purchase return option, you can generate its entry. Breakage or expiry issue. If you want to return breakage or expired products to any of your suppliers, then you can create its entry through breakage or expiry issue. Suppose there are products in your store that are not being sold for a very long time and have got expired. So you will return those products to your supplier, for which you will generate breakage or expiry issue. Similarly, the products which gets damaged, then for them also you can create the entry for breakage or expiry issue. And in this process, we will tell you how you will create the entry of breakage expiry issue for single, manual and expired before. For which, from purchase menu, we will click on this corresponding plus sign given next to the breakage expiry issue. Now from the party name, we will select the ledger of that supplier for which we want to generate the entry of the breakage or expiry issue. As you will select the ledger of the supplier, then this window of bill details will open with few fields, in which in the drop down of return of bills, 3 options will be shown to you, that is single, manual and expired before. In the case of a single bill, suppose if you want to do the purchase return for the items of a particular bill, then keep this field as single. And you can see that the fields which are shown here are auto-filled. This is bill number, date and amount which you have lastly created in the software. If you want to create breakage expiry issue for the items of this bill, then keep these fields as it is and click on OK from here. Otherwise, you will mention the bill number for those items of which you want to create the breakage expiry issue entry in the bill number field. So for now, we want to generate the breakage expiry issue entry for the items of the last bill. So we will keep the details as it is and click on OK. Then this window of loading bills will open. If you have to create the issue entry for all the items that are being shown here, then you will simply click on OK, and through which the selected items will get loaded. Now you will simply click on the save button. In this way, you can generate the purchase return of a single bill. In case of manual, you will simply click on OK from here, and from the items list, you will manually select those products for which you want to create the purchase return entry, and by saving it, you can manually create the purchase return entry. And in expired before, as there are many such items in our stock which have not been sold for a very long time and get expired. So in this case, you can generate the purchase return for those goods or products that are about to expire. Payment voucher. Suppose if you want to do the payment to your supplier, then for that you will create the payment voucher. Let's come and see how we can create it. For this, you will go to accounting transaction and then click on payment voucher option. Now from the drop down of payment mode, we will select the mode of payment through whichever mode you want to make the payment, like cash, or from whichever bank you want to do the payment, that you will select it from here and press enter. From here you will select the ledger of your customer or party to whom you want to pay. Then in the date field, by clicking on the calendar icon, you can also change the date for whichever date you want to create this payment voucher. Then the cursor will move in the amount field. You will mention the amount here of which you will be creating the voucher and then press enter. Then in the narration field, if you want, then you can mention the remark here which you want to give. Then by clicking on the Save tab, you will save the payment voucher which you have created. Debit and credit. If you want to create debit and credit note without inventory, then from here you can generate their entries. Contra voucher. If you want to deposit cash in bank or withdraw cash from bank, so let's come and see how you can generate its entry in MargBook. For which, you will go to accounting transactions, then to contra option, and then click on the plus button given next to contra. Now first of all, we will select the date on which the contra transaction has been done. After this, you will select from this drop down whether you want to deposit the cash or withdraw the cash. If you want to deposit the cash in the bank, then you will select the bank in debit and select cash in credit. And if you want to withdraw cash, then you will select cash in debit and bank in credit. Then we will select the ledger. So for now, we assume that we are withdrawing cash from the bank. Then we will select the bank on the credit side, like Axis Bank. Then we will select the instrument type through which we are withdrawing the cash, like we will select cheque. Then we will mention the instrument number. Then we will enter the amount. Then on debit side, we will select cash. After this, as soon as you press the enter key, then the check number will get filled in the narration field. And if you want, then you can mention the narration or remark here as per your requirement. Now we will click on the save button. So contra voucher will get saved successfully. Bank reconciliation. If you want to reconcile the bank, then you will go to banking and can reconcile it through the bank reconciliation option given here. Check management. Through this option, you can create a series of check for the checkbook which you have received from your bank. Here you can see the status of the check, how many checks are available of which bank, how many are regular, how many are PDC, how many are blank, and how many are cancelled check. And here you can see that through which particular bank and check number the payment has been done to which party. Reports. Now we will take a quick view of reports in Marg Books, in which from accounts report you can view complete ledger report, day book, cash and bank books, group summary reports, etc. From outstanding report, you can view receivable and payable reports like ledger-wise report, area-wise reports, etc. From books of accounts, you can view receipt, payment, journal reports, etc. And from the final account, you can view the profit and loss and balance sheet report. Apart from this, from the inventory report, you can view sales reports and purchase report. And as in this video, we are telling you the detailed demo of chemist, so you can easily view the trade specific reports like doctor and patient wise sale reports, TB report, NDPS report, narcotic report, Schedule H report and Schedule H1 report. Apart from this, you can also view reorder, stock statement, stock summary, miscellaneous reports and other reports. Now let us come and see a quick view of the stock summary report. So we will press the enter key on the stock summary option. From the agency list means from the company list. We will select the companies of whose stock summary report needs to be viewed and click on OK tab. So with the help of shortcut keys given on your right hand side, you can see how much hold, ban, dump, expired, near expired, age-wise stock is available in your store. You can also view the stock summary by applying date-wise filter and so on. After this, then is statutory report. From here you can see GSTR 1, GSTR 2, GSTR 3B and other such GST reports in MargBooks. CRM. Now let's take a quick overview of CRM. Means Customer Relationship Management in MargBooks, in which first is Loyalty Management System. With the help of this option, you can provide loyalty points to your customers and can also manage them easily. Through this, your customers can earn those points and can also redeem them on their next purchases. SMS, offers and schemes. With the help of this option, you can inform your customers about the offers and schemes through SMS, bulk mail, offers and schemes. With the help of this option, you can inform your customers about offers and schemes through bulk email. After this is home delivery. With the help of this option, you can get the home delivery of the medicines purchased by your customers and patients can also track them very easily and maintain a better customer relationship. Utilities and tools. Invoice template. Here you will get predefined templates. For whichever transaction you want to set the template, you will firstly select that transaction. Like we will select the sale bill here. Then different templates are given to you here. And now whichever template you want to set it as default. You can set it by clicking on set as default and by clicking on the template here, you can also view it on full screen. Apart from this, by clicking on this customize icon, you can also modify the invoice template as per your requirement. So friends, in this way, you can manage your pharmacy business in MargBooks. Thanks for watching.